Hello and a very good evening. Welcome to TVS English News at 5. Here are the headlines. The Sarawak government is proposing to establish at least 1 hectare of a modern and planned Belian tree park. Chief Minister Dato' Pantinggi Abang Johari Tun Openg said it will develop in the Petrojaya area.
As you know, we are synonymous to Belian, which can be layman word is iron tree lah. Yang macam spesies stick, tahan asap. Dan kita telah mengenal pasti 1 hektar dalam bandar untuk kita tanam dengan Belian. Untuk dalam bandar, kita mau buat bandar kita ada balance ekosistemnya between the trees dan juga kawasan perbandaran kita yang juga mestilah hijau.
According to him, the Belian trees will be planted in Bukit Siol and expanded to other areas that will soon be identified. He said this in a media conference at the Malaysia Greening Campaign to plant 100 million trees program in Kuching on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Abang Johari said the state government will always support tree planting campaigns through the Forest Landscape Restoration Program. Besides Belian, the government also takes into account the planting of fast-growing trees as an approach to create a system for tree planting activities.
Yang perkara satu saya nak sebutkan di sini selain pada Belian. Belian of course takes time to grow, but we have fast-growing species of trees. Within a period of 4 to 6 years, you can harvest the trees, and that become renewable. The moment you potong, nya ada zone ataupun block. You tanam sini, then they grow. You tanam sini, by the time you finish, that one already can be harvested.
Companies that hold a license for planted forests are urged to intensify the forest planting to ensure that the sustainability of the environment is achieved.
Jadi saya dalam PEN COVID-19 Economy Policy, kita ada dasar baru, that is what we call environmental sustainability. Inilah satu-satunya yang kita nak laksanakan, iaitu menanam pokok semula. Dan saya minta semua mereka yang berkecimpung di dalam industri balak untuk mereka menanam semula pokok-pokok itu adalah syarat untuk kita mengeluarkan lesen.
The approval or renewal of license will only be given to companies that are committed in replanting trees in their respective areas. However, Abang Johari revealed that the rate of tree replanting is not at a satisfactory level.
Of course, I was not happy when I became your CM. I looked into all this industry on pembalakan. There are certain areas, adalah dia tanam semula, but not to our satisfaction. Ada dia bertanam tapi seed full lah. So what we do now is Jabatan Hutan has been directed to formulate certain policy. When we issue license, we say mandatory for you to plant trees.
He stressed that the government is serious in this matter, having issued warnings to several companies involved. For the record, over 10.45 million trees have been replanted through Sarawak's Forest Restoration Program, which was launched last year.
All Sarawakians will get vaccinated for COVID-19 for free, even though the government would have to bear the brunt of the cost. Chief Minister Dato' Pantinggi Abang Johari Tun Openg said the price for 2 doses of the vaccine is estimated at RM77, not including the logistical costs.
The provision of free vaccines for Sarawakians is the government's latest move to curb the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Sebab vaksin tu kalau nak datang ke Sarawak, mesti dalam satu kontainer, refrigerated kontainer yang khas, di mana darjahnya ialah below 70 degrees kesejukannya. Maka ini ada kosnya, itu kita belum tahu lagi. Tetapi kerajaan kita telah bersedia untuk sama-sama mengira apakah kos yang akan kita hadapi. Tetapi kerajaan negeri pimpinan saya, rakyat diutamakan.
Meanwhile, the Sarawak government will ensure the adequate logistics of the vaccine as well as following the set specifications. A few factors would have to be taken into account, including infrastructure and the demographics of every district in Sarawak, especially the rural areas. This was the explanation given by Deputy Chief Minister cum State Disaster Management Committee Sarawak Chairman Dato' Amar Douglas Uga Membas.
Kerana kawasan Sarawak nombor 1 luas, nombor 2 banyak kawasan-kawasan pendalaman mungkin susah untuk dilalui. Nombor 3, kalau visa, you need to have a very cold storage facilities. Pfizer? Yeah. So, we don't want to be caught. Apabila vaksin datang nanti, kita kelang kabut. That's why the task force is being set up and they were asked to come up the report within a month to do the assessment of the infrastructure in Sarawak.
He explained that management of the vaccine will be handled by a special task force that will assist the state government. The team will be led by Dato' Andrew Kiyu and Dato' Dr. Jamia Hashim and Sarawak Health Director Dr. Chin Zin Hing.
Welcome back. Angsana trees that have been cut down along Jalan Tun Abdul Rahman Yaakob will be replaced with planted landscape that is lower in elevation. This is to ensure the safety of road users.
Assistant Minister in the Chief Minister's Department, Islamic Affairs and DBKU, Dato' Dr. Abdul Rahman Junaidi said the trees have already reached the age of 30 to 40 years. Due to their very old age, he said the branches will start to be frail and break on their own. Hence, this is very dangerous to road users, especially during heavy rain and storms.
Tahun ini saja, tahun 2020, 7 kejadian. Dahan-dahan pokok itu jatuh, patah dan merentang ke tengah jalan dan menyebabkan berlaku kemalangan kecil dan kemalangan besar. Dan kalau kita rangkumi kejadian yang telah pun berlaku sejak sekian lama, sejak beberapa tahun lepas, ada 2 kes kematian. Kematian pengguna jalan raya.
He said this in reply to a question from the public on social media regarding tree chopping activities carried out by the Kuching North City Council recently. He said the decision to cut down the trees have been discussed earlier in March. So far, 95% of trees have been cut down, involving around 200 Angsana trees.
2 Category E fire and rescue stations are proposed to be built at the Puncak Borneo Parliamentary Constituency, according to its Member of Parliament, Willie Mongin, on Wednesday. He also said he, along with the Malaysia Fire and Rescue Department and Sarawak Land and Survey Department, are identifying suitable sites for the stations.
Meanwhile, he also asked that the Fire and Rescue Department will expand the Sedia Urus Isi Rumah program, or SURI, to all villages under the Puncak Borneo Parliamentary Constituency. He said the program is very suitable as it educates housewives on fire prevention steps and what must be done in the event of a fire in their respective homes. Willie said he is committed to supporting the SURI program aimed at raising the level of fire prevention awareness among housewives to be implemented widely across his parliamentary constituency, including providing an allocation for this purpose.
That's it for now, but for more news updates, stay tuned to the Nightline with Ruben Gomez. Meanwhile, have a very happy Christmas tomorrow. I am Razi Ahmad. Stay safe.